I cannot top those two brilliant speakers, but here are two people who will focus your mind. There are two employees here, and focus on these two, and then perhaps listen to what I'm saying. According to the Office of National Statistics in April 2024, median hourly earnings, excluding overtime, for full-time employees were £19.24 for men and £17.88 for women. Don't get excited. This equates to a 7% gender pay gap, down from 7.5% in 2023. Big deal. In other words, for every 1,000 earned by men, pounds sterling, women earn 930 pounds. When they go to the co-op to buy something, they don't get less or more food for the same money. Work it out. Congress. These two people are your women, men. We have heard for decades that equal pay is a basic principle of fairness. Yet in 2025, pay inequality still scars our workplaces. Women remain paid less than men for the same work. Now let's come to the nitty-gritty. Black workers are undervalued compared to white colleagues. Disabled workers face both physical barriers, like I had to take the scenic route, and economic ones, and LGBT plus workers still battle hidden discrimination. That is the worst thing, hidden discrimination. I was always told, watch out for the child who is deaf, because you don't know that he's crossing the road because he hasn't heard you coming. Even outsourced workers doing the same jobs. Now this is even worse. Side by side are too often left outside fair pay protections. They're outsourced, so they're not under any law, any rule, nothing. Equal pay, so that's the outsourced worker here, poor man, woman. Equal pay is not just about justice. It is about ending the systemic undervaluing of people's work. It is about stopping employers from using loopholes to divide workers and suppress wages. If we allow inequality to persist, we allow discrimination to thrive. That is why Motion 8 is vital. It calls for extending pay gap reporting beyond gender to race and disability, with requirements on employers of 250, as the lady said before me. That is a start, but it is not good at all. Action plans alongside audits, so reporting leads to real change. I've run out of time.
Well, I think you're the first delegate to acknowledge that, so.
I've got even better things. Thank you. Do you want the rest? Okay, right. I speak as a teacher of 27 years, and I taught boys 11 to 19. And my first head teacher said to me, that's not in my time, that boys, sorry, boys relate good to middle-aged women. I was only 28. So there, just says everything. Anyway, now we're out to the, outsourced workers, which is very important. Contracting out really is awful. We must not allow that to happen. And especially, I heard, because I was listening yesterday, that NHS out contracts and then they are safe. Well, that shouldn't be allowed to happen. You know, we are the workers. We have the right to vote. We should vote with our feet. Congress, this is about fairness, but also about power. Remember, you're thinking of these two people, very important, don't forget. So next time I come and speak, God willing, whenever, universe willing, creator willing, these will be of equal size. That's the plan. Yeah. There won't be small and big, equal size.
Okay.
When we win,
Let's.
we lift, and this is important to remember, we lift wages for all. We close the gaps that employers exploit. Remember, they are exploiting us. We are working blood, sweat, and tears, and I mean that. To keep us divided, I urge you to back Motion 8 to make equality at work a lived reality, not just a promise on paper like all our leaders. Thank you. Solidarity.
Thank you, Rizwana. There you go. Standing ovation.